Hello everyone, welcome to Sama IELTS YouTube channel. How are you all? I hope that you're all fine and seriously preparing for the IELTS exam. So that's why you have probably landed in this YouTube channel. The people who really want to go and work abroad or study abroad have to clear this IELTS exam. Also, the people who really want to improve their English language professionally can watch this channel because this channel actually consists a lot of information regarding the English from basic to the advanced level of English. Alright, without further delay, let's get started. Today's topic is all about the giving reading tips. So, I'm going to give you 9 tips to get band 9 in the IELTS reading. See, the reading exam actually differs from the academic as well as the general. In the general, the passages will be more simple compared to the academic. So, in the academic, you will get a bulk passages, whereas in the reading, general reading, you will actually get a simpler passages. So, despite of the academic reading or the general reading, you can actually use these 9 tips to get band 9 plus. So, how to get band 9? Without further delay, let's get started. First, structure your answers. What do you mean by structure your answers? Let me explain. See, once you got the question paper in hand, just have a glance on the question types. Don't look into very seriously understanding identify the keywords and all those things. Just have a glance, which means you're just identifying, okay, this is true, false, not given, this is multiple choice questions, and so on. Because in the IELTS reading, as you know, there are 11 question types and you are going to have a glance on the question paper. This is step number 1. Once you have a glance on the question paper, you identify your strongest question type, which means some people will feel the short answer question is their strongest question type, whereas some people will feel multiple choice question is the strongest question type. So, before entering into the exam, you need to identify your strongest question type, because once you identify the strongest question type, you can actually start with the strongest question type, which will give you confidence on the exam day. So, I want you to identify the strongest question type, which varies from person to person, and you can actually have this question type and you can actually start from this question type. Clear? This is tip number 1. What is the tip number 2? The tip number 2, time framing. Most of the students have the time framing, such as for the section 1 you can take 15 minutes, for the section 2 you can take 20 minutes, for the section 3 you can take 25 minutes, because the challenging section will take more time. So you can actually have the time structure. If you want to work on with the time frame, you need to understand, you need to practice a lot before the exam. Because time framing is very important, because you will run out of your time even though you know your answers in the IELTS exam. Clear? So you need to understand the time framing sections before entering into the IELTS exam. The other important tip that I am going to give you is that spelling mistake. Please take care of your spellings while you are writing your answer, whether it may be a paper-based test or whether it may be a computer-based test. While you are writing the answer, you should be very careful in typing the answer or writing the answer. Here, I want to answer a question. Most of the students ask me this question, ma'am, can I copy the text from the passage and paste it in the answer box in the computer-based test? Well, that's not a wrong option, but I prefer you to type by seeing it, because it is an automated test method. So I want you to not to lose any mark for this. So I want you to see the spelling, write the spelling or type the spelling correctly, because you are taking the words directly from the passage. No predefined skill required. Clear? Take care of the spelling mistakes. Alright, what is the next tip? Well, the next tip that I am going to give you is all about the questions order. See, for some questions, the answers come in order, which means you need to understand, for example, you have 5 questions from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you are scanning the answers. And the answers for the question number 1 is in the second line of the paragraph. Then you need to scan down. Don't scan up. Because scanning up and down will not only gives you marks, it actually creates some kind of stress where you are not able to find out the answer. So please do understand, for some question types, questions comes in order. And for some question types, question will not come in order. So what are the question types that will not come in order? Match the heading, match the information, match the sentence endings. These question types will not come in order. So you need to be careful when you get the question type of this thing. You need to understand that questions will not come in order. For all other question types such as true, false, not given, short answer questions, multiple choice questions, most of the time, 95% of the time questions comes in order, which means the answers will be, you have to find out the answer downwards. Don't scan up and down, which will actually waste you a lot of energy as well as lot of time. Please don't do that. Clear? The next important tip that I want to give you is that learn the skimming and scanning technique, which means skimming is just the reading, just looking in the glance, understanding the words, that's all. You are not going into the deep dive into the passage and understand each word. No, that is not required. Just find out what is the main idea behind this. This skimming will actually help you to identify the match the heading, because you will find the main idea there. Each question type has a separate method that you learn. Actually, I have posted another video which actually consists of each question type methods. So you can refer to that video. However, you need to understand the skimming and the scanning technique which you need to use in the IELTS reading exam. Clear? What is scanning technique then? Scanning technique is searching for a particular word. This thing you will actually find in the short answer questions or true, false, not given or whatever it is. So you need to identify the keywords, either the same word or the paraphrased word. Are you clear with this? Learn the skimming and scanning technique. Clear? Right. The next important tip that I am going to give you is that don't try to understand meaning of each word, which is not at all possible. See, in the IELTS reading exam, they don't want you to read and understand each word. Instead, they want the answers. At the end of the day, it is an exam. So, whatever you find the answer, you just write it down. Don't try to understand, okay, what is the meaning of this word? This word is a super word. I had a good vocabulary of this. No. The writing in the reading exam, it is not meant for that. You need to write only the correct answers. That's all the examiner wants you to do. So, never try to understand each word meaning, which is not at all possible. Clear? Don't waste your time there. Clear? Alright. The another important tip that I wanted to give you is that write legibly. When you are going for the paper-based test, you can actually write all the answers in the capital letters, because the examiner will not give you marks until or unless if he understands the word clearly. So write all the letters in the block letters. That will actually gives you more clarity and the examiner will give you marks. Clear? Hope this helps. The other important tip that I want to give you is that reading techniques. See, you have intensive reading and extensive reading. Extensive reading, as I told you, is more or less a skimming kind of thing. You need to find out the main idea. See, where you want to find out the main idea. For example, if you have the question type such as match the heading, there you need to identify the main idea, because the heading will be based on the main idea. So work on your reading speed. This will not come in one day. You need to understand that. So you need to practice diligently. You need to work hard. So if you paid 15,000 rupees for the IELTS exam, then for sure you need to give time to the exam for the practice sessions. If you need any practice session help, you can actually visit www.samielts.in, where we are having the mock test for the reading, listening, speaking and writing. If you want any help, you can call to the number 90431408444, where our tutors will help you. Clear? So practice diligently for getting band 9, because reading is something you can easily get band 9. Unless or until you don't practice, you don't get band 9. Clear? So it is possible to get band 9 in the IELTS reading section. So be clear, work efficiently, practice, understand the question types and understand the methods, which is very important. Unless or until you don't understand the methods, it is very hard to solve the questions within the stipulated period of time. So I want you to learn the methods first. Okay, so you can actually watch my previous videos. If you want any help, please contact us. The other important tip I want to give you is that don't reread the passage unless or until it is required. Please do understand, while rereading the passage, your idea for the passage may get differs. So don't reread the passage. If it is a very serious question type such as the match the information or match the sentence endings or match the heading, you need to reread the passage to identify the correct meaning. For the short answer questions, it is not at all necessary for you to reread the passage. So never reread the passage. Are you clear with this? Understand the question type. For example, the true false not given method is something different. The short answer question type is something different. So you need to understand the method and practice accordingly. For this, you need to spend time before the exam. On the exam day, if you really want to get band 9, which will actually boost your overall score. So the reading and the listening is the skill that you should have to increase your overall score. Clear? So don't try to go and sit in the exam blindly. Instead, practice. Understand the question type, understand the methods, do the reading practice, do the skimming and scanning techniques. All of this will actually help you to get band 9. Instead of without practicing, you are spending the money, you can practice and spend the money. Clear? Alright. The last but not least important tip that I am going to give you is that if you don't really know the answer, just guess it. See, there are 25% of chances for your answers to be correct. So I want to tell you, if you don't really know the answer and you are running out of time, please don't leave blank spaces. Instead, you can write any word within the passage from the word. Clear? Alright. Never leave any blank spaces which will not give you marks. With these tips, I believe that you can get band 9 in the IELTS reading. If you really want any help, please visit www.samielts.in or our team WhatsApp number 90431408444. The bonus tip that I want to give you is that if you really can't find the answer, just leave it and go to the next question. Don't waste your time in the single question. Okay? Because you don't have enough time. So what I want to tell you is that suppose you are not able to find out the answer for question number 21. No problem, just put a circle on the question number 21 and move on to the question number 22, find out the answer. That would actually give you a lot of marks. Because if you waste time in a single question, you will not able to run all the questions within that time. Clear? Alright, with this I am signing off. Thank you for watching this video till the very end, and these tips, if you really use practically, this will help you to get band 9 in the IELTS reading exam. Thank you so much. If you really like this video, please like, share and subscribe to your friends who is actually preparing for the IELTS. Thank you.